everybody, and today we are going to be talking about our Xbox 360 collection.
Now, basically, as you can see by the title down there.
Down here, wherever you two put it this time.
It says as of today's date. Basically, once we feel that we have a substantial amount more games, we will add onto that. So it'll be like a part 2 almost, and we won't go over the games that we're going over now. So basically, it'll kind of be a collection update, kind of, if that makes any sense. You'll know when the second part comes out, if it ever does.
Keep in mind the size of this collection is about 50 games, so it should take a while to get through. So let's just start off with the bad ones. All right, Connect games. The bad ones.
Actually, that one's not bad.
So, yeah, I mean, it was one of the launch titles.
What was the packing?
Yeah, well, so, anyways, Christmas Day, one of these years, me and Kyle just went downstairs, plugged it in, and started playing it. I mean, it's a decent game, but after you screw around enough for a while, it's like, it's just boring, and you end up pouring in sweat. So that's all I have to say about that game, Kyle.
Yeah, exercise, man.
You sound like one of those hippies. Yeah, exercise, man.
Alright, this next one is actually, I kind of like it, even though it makes me look like an idiot. And that's Michael Jackson, The Experience. Once again, you know, Connect for the 360. It's not the best. So the sensing of, like, the accuracy is not the best. So, I mean, it's kind of, you know, some of the times, like, you'll get the move, but it'll think you messed up on it. But it's okay. Lots of good Michael Jackson songs in here. But you kind of only play it by yourself because you don't want to embarrass anybody else.
Okay, Dance Central, our most hated game on the Xbox 360 as of right now.
Yeah, and this one can be explained. Our mom bought this one, and the Michael Jackson one.
She bought it and she never played it.
Yeah, so
it
kind of just sits on the shelf.
Yeah, just, you know, another game.
All right. Next up, the Orange Box. Now,
what a great collection.
This one I like, but my problem with it is that although Portal's on here, which is basically what I bought it for, Half-Life 2 I'm not the biggest fan of. Yes, I know, I should be, but it's not really my style. And then Team Fortress 2 I really like on the PC, but the controls for Xbox just, I don't think work nearly as well as the PC version. And yeah, so it's okay, especially if you want to play Portal. It's a good price, and then you get kind of a couple other games thrown in. Not a bad collection of games.
Alright, oh god. You know what, screw it, I'll just talk about all these in one, honestly, because there's not much to be said about this. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna go with this game first. Alright, so the next game, or actually last game for Connect, is Connect Sports. Now, I bought this a while back, and, I mean, it's okay. I mean, the soccer is actually kind of fun. The beach volleyball.
The bowling's pretty fun.
Yeah, the bowling is part of the reason I got it. And then track and field, ping pong, and boxing. Most of these game modes are good. One or two of them completely, like, start lacking after about the first 5 minutes of play. So other than that, yeah, that's this.
Alright, next up here is Fable 2. Now, this one I bought for, I think, like 20 bucks, and I thought, oh yeah, I'll get into this, and I didn't really. I mean, I played it for more than a couple hours. I guess I did get into it for a little while, maybe like 6 or 7 hours. I mean, after a while, you know, it just kind of got repetitive, and I kind of lacked the motivation to play it, just because the story's okay, but I don't know. I liked it for, you know, the first 5 or 6 hours, but after that, man. So it's okay.
Alright, so one day on TV, me and Kyle heard that Burger King was selling games, and you probably already know what we mean right now.
This was like 2006. This was like, I think we still had our original Xbox when we bought these.
Yeah.
Because it includes both the 360 version and the original Xbox version. And yeah, this was like right at the launch of the 360, so the Xbox wasn't quite dead yet. It was just about. But yeah, so I thought it was cool that they had both versions on there. But the games, eh.
These are the games that you only buy because they're worth $2 to $3, and then about a decade later, while you're in GameStop, you can see them for 99 cents.
Well,
So-
I'm actually, you know, for the price that they were at, like just a couple bucks, I mean, they're not bad games at all. I don't think.
Well, I mean, the gameplay is bad, but I know for a fact that I would not spend more than $3 on each one of these.
Okay. Next up here is Forza Motorsport 3. Now, I really enjoyed this game, although it was a game that got the huge scratch because I was moving the 360 while the game was in. Let's see if it's... I don't know if you guys can see that. Just trying to get the reflection right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
kind
there
of
we
see
go.
it there, but
Yeah.
yeah, I was moving this 360 around, and yeah, I did get it to work, and but you know, just having the disc like that, I don't like it. It just bothers me. So I might be looking for a new copy of this. We'll see. It's a pretty awesome racing game, though. Still holds up. I mean, it's not that old, but you know, I guess with the series, I don't see why you'd want to buy the later ones, you know, just because they're just more expensive and the graphics are great on this. But yeah, really fun. I don't like how in the multiplayer you can't use your custom cars, but that's just a minor gripe. But yeah, pretty awesome game overall.
Dishonored Game of the Year Edition. Now, in one of our recent pickup videos, like 5 or 10 videos ago, I showed you guys that I got this for the second time, because the first time I traded it in right before the DLC came out, so I got it again for around $25, and considering it comes with the DLC, in which the missions altogether add up to be about 2/3 to just as long as the actual campaign itself, this is not a bad deal at all. In fact, when I traded in, I actually made money. It's the first time that's happened for me. I'm kind of happy that
Well, I don't know
I
if you
traded
technically
in.
made money. I mean,
Well, actually, I did.
well, if you had bought in the DLCs separately, then yeah, you would have lost money. But
Yeah. So anyways, I played through the campaign the second time. I played through the DLC all in one night, and then started playing General City Trials. All of it is totally worth it for this amount. Definitely try and find a copy that's like this.
next up, Dead Space 2. Now, I did own the first one, and I think I got to like chapter 10 or 11.
And then you traded in.
Yeah, and then I kind of rage quit on it.
And then you traded in.
Yes, thank you, Derek. But this one, you know, it plays almost the same. I was actually kind of surprised that really there's no gameplay enhancements or anything, really, that I can think of. Just new story. But yeah, pretty good. I haven't played a whole lot of this, maybe like 5 or 6 hours, but yeah, pretty fun game. Really scary.
Now, I keep all my games in great condition, and that's why even though this game is about a year old, it's still, my copy still looks basically brand new. Far Cry 3, anyways, talking about the actual game, is basically a game where you are going out on a party night with friends, and it takes a turn for the worst when you get imprisoned by crazy guy Voss, and he's not exactly the most merciful person that you'll ever meet, but the campaign is downright amazing. I have not finished it yet, but from what I have played, it is amazing, and I know I'm like 50% or more through it. And then the multiplayer, like co-op online, totally worth it. Totally. I play with my friends and we have a great time. So get this game if you can find it.
Next up, I think we're getting into the Rock Band and Guitar Hero games here. So Rock Band 3. Now, you know, for me, there's not a whole lot to say about Rock Band, other than this one has the keyboard controller, which is kind of cool. I do own it, but I don't really end up playing it that much, just because I play piano, and the way that they... I mean, imagine playing Guitar Hero.
Sorry.
Really? Imagine like playing Guitar Hero but with a keyboard. You know, it's kind of weird. You know, for a guitarist to play Guitar Hero, it's like kind of a different thing. And so, you know, I don't actually play guitar, so playing Guitar Hero is fine. But I don't know, playing the keyboard on this is not the best thing ever because, you know, it's different than like reading sheet music. So, you know, I usually end up playing guitar or bass or drums on this. But it's really fun, and we've gotten probably too many songs on DLC for this. But yeah, really fun game. You know, it's kind of like all the others though, but songs are still coming out for it, so new songs are getting updated all the time. So yeah.
Rock of the Dead. That's why all that noise was just made, because I was trying to alter the stack so that my Guitar Hero games would come up first. So Rock of the Dead. When I first heard of the idea of killing zombies playing a Guitar Hero controller, I was like, wow, how innovative. And then I played it, and
is it that bad?
It's
It looked kind of fun to me.
Let's just say I played on expert and I actually do pretty well, but there's a huge flaw with this game. First of all, unlike actual Guitar Hero games, the scale goes horizontally instead of vertically. That's my first big gripe. Second big gripe is the fact that unless you have carpal tunnel, there's no way you're gonna make it past a level without getting hit at least once, which is why I've been playing for like the last couple years. I tried to go trade it in, and they said no thanks. We have too many copies. I wonder why.
All right, next up, Beatles Rock Band. Now this one's really great if you love the Beatles like I do. Well, I shouldn't say I love the Beatles. I like them a lot, but I think they're a great band, and I like a lot of their songs. So this was definitely a no-brainer for me. And there is a couple of DLC songs, which is kind of disappointing since it's Beatles Rock Band. You'd think they'd have all their songs already on here with the game, but that's okay. Still worth the money, I think, even without the DLC, and really fun. You know, another Rock Band game.
Guitar Hero Metallica. What a great addition to the Guitar Hero series. Metallica basically has you working for hours and hours if you're not an experienced Guitar Hero player. Even on easy, I'm pretty sure this can actually still be pretty hard. And when you get up to expert, you sometimes feel like every song is basically playing through the fire and the flames. Which, you know, could either be really fun, like it is for me, except for the beginning part, or it could be torture, like the beginning part, but not the other parts. Yeah, it has a couple of pretty good songs, and I enjoy playing it for the most part, but other than that, I mean, it's just another Guitar Hero game to put up on the shelf, and I mean, I do play it every once in a while, but it's not my favorite out of the bunch, so.
Next up here is Bully Scholarship Edition. Now, I bought this recently, like just a couple weeks ago, and I've been busy lately, so I haven't played it a lot. I've probably played an hour or two into it. It's pretty good, although I noticed one thing. The opening cutscene for this, by the way, if you guys don't know, this was actually originally a PS2 game, and I'm pretty sure the opening cutscene they just pulled directly from the PS2 version. So it's like composite video, it looks really crummy, and so not a great first impression. But the rest of the game, the graphics are enhanced for the 360, which makes no sense to me. So yeah, that's one gripe I had with it. But other than that, pretty fun game. I mean, it's not my style, you know, I'm not into, you know, school RPGs. Like, I mean, that doesn't sound exactly fun, but it's okay. It's made by Rockstar, so similar style to Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that.
Why? Why did I buy this? No matter how much it costs, it's not worth it. I think, yeah, Elton John. Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting. Well done, Activision.
Isn't that on Rock Band 3?
Yes, it is, actually. Way to go. You put a good song on here. And I mean, Smells Like Nirvana. It smells like Nirvana. It Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. Another good song. Megadeth.
Okay.
What in the world kind of drugs were you doing when you created Sweating Bullets? It literally sounds like you took a kid from an insane asylum to sing it for you.
Derek, okay.
Seriously.
You get it.
Lay off on the drugs.
Derek, okay.
Get with the game.
Next up, Tropico 3. Now, if you guys are a fan of anything like SimCity where you build basically a city from scratch, this is basically what that is. But it's got kind of a, obviously, tropic style to it. Duh. But you can, you're basically like a dictator of like this country on this island basically, and you build up your city. You can play as Fidel Castro. But pretty fun. I enjoy those kinds of games, so this was definitely a good pick for me.
Guitar Hero 3.
You know.
Guitar Hero 3. Easily the best game in the series. It has basically any song that anyone could like. One gripe I do have about it.
Was it? Okay. It created the wireless Guitar Hero controller with the removable neck, which always breaks.
Yes.
That is one bad thing.
So anyways, back to the game.
Sorry.
The game itself is jam-packed with songs that everybody will enjoy playing. But why would you put songs like basically exclusively in co-op mode?
That's weird.
It's like Cities on Flame with Rock and Roll. If I don't have anyone else to play that with, I'm pretty much screwed, and I love that song, so I don't know what you were thinking, but I mean, it's a good game, don't get me wrong, but that
and
was
for
just
how
kinda,
cheap it is, I mean, seriously.
$2-3.
Yeah.
It's worth more than that, but seriously, I mean, what were you thinking when you did that?
Next up, have not played much of all Saints Row the Third. To me, I don't know if this or GTA came out first. Well, I mean, I know GTA came out first, but I don't know when the third one came out, which I think was the first one to do 3D open world kind of stuff. I think this did come after, but I don't know. To me, it kind of feels like a ripoff, but it's more cheesy and a little more crazy. Not my style. I kind of like the GTA style more, but still a good game if you're looking for like a crazy, game that's similar to GTA.
Guitar Hero 2.
Damn, all the Guitar Hero.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. So, this game, the first Guitar Hero game me and Kyle ever got. And we traded it in, and then we got it back.
I don't think we traded that one in.
Yes, we did.
Oh, we did?
We did.
Oops.
There's not a single song on the back of this that I don't like after playing it. Well done. And there's no really messed up like exclusive co-op songs or anything like that. This is an example of a great game.
Okay.
And so I'm just gonna leave it there because it's fun.
All right, I picked these up a while ago, but I still haven't had a chance to play them, which is why I'm gonna show them really quickly right now. Alan Wake and Sleeping Dogs. Both look like good games, but just haven't had the time. Been playing other games lately, so yeah, those two. I've heard they're good.
Guitar Hero Aerosmith.
Oh my god.
Guitar Hero Aerosmith. Fun songs.
Great song.
Where's Dude Who Looks Like a Lady?
What was the other one? Dude Looks Like a Lady, and there's another one that's not on there. Oh, Don't Want to Miss a Thing.
It's bullcrap. It's utter bullcrap.
Dude Looks Like a Lady is my favorite Aerosmith song. Why is it not on there?
They could have, like, instead of like having the avatars playing guitars, you could just watch Miss Doubtfire dance. I mean, it's a freaking amazing song, and they left it out of the game that's based on the band that did it. Yeah. This game should have every single song that they made as of 2006
At least
or
it has
2007.
Dream On, Sweet Emotion, Walk This Way. But yeah, it's bullshit.
I mean, honestly, really, guys, great game. Those 2 songs, some of our favorites.
All right, next up, actually, I'm gonna do both of these together because they're so similar.
Yeah.
Black Ops and Black Ops 2. Now, you know, the more I play these, the less I like them. And although, except for the zombies. When I first started playing Call of Duty, I really liked the multiplayer. But now it just feels stale and uninventive.
Basically,
extremely repetitive, and I don't know, just crap.
I left that game for a year, and then I came back to it and started playing multiplayer, and literally I killed everyone.
I mean, it's fun, but it's just not for me anymore. But zombies, I mean, honestly, played multiplayer a lot on this, played it a little bit on here, but mostly I bought this one just for zombies. And this one, you know, I go back and play zombies on. So really, I mean, for zombies alone, I think these are worth it, but, you know, take that for what it is.
Guitar Hero Van Halen.
Oh my god, I forgot there were more.
Well, I got this game brand new for $15, and there may be some indents and stuff, but other than that, it's basically in pristine condition. Guitar Hero Van Halen. They literally have every single song on here that you would want, and they have more. They have songs by Queen, they have songs by Deep Purple, Foo Fighters, Foreigner.
Okay, we get it. Come on, Derek.
And Queen.
You spent
Queen.
Yeah, you already said Queen.
All right.
You spent enough time on Guitar Hero games already. Come on.
All right. So, fun game. I enjoy it. There's absolutely, positively, never could ever be anything wrong with it.
Okay.